You know what this reminded me of?
What's that?
The little Saturday morning joint where they teach you about how a bill works.
The commission.
Hey.
The commission.
Hey, Ghostini in this bitch. You know what it is. You know what we. I don't even know. I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna kill him with it. Hey.
I thought you was gonna give us some real ghost bars.
Yeah, me too.
Hell no, I ain't got no ghost bars. Ghost bars be like, you don't even know anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
The commission.
Yeah, you know what it is. We back. Oh, I thought I was gonna drop again, but it's all good, man. We back in the building, yo, what's good, everybody?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up? What's
We good, man. We good. A lot to unpack this week, man. Let's go ahead and slow the beat down. Let's go ahead and fade it on out. Welcome to the Commission Podcast, episode 59, season place. We're here. We are here. We're here for your listening pleasure. Thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but we're glad that you're here with us. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
Yo, what's up? Everybody good?
Yeah.
You always Gucci, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right to it, man. What's the biggest story of the week? I'm going to let y'all toss it out there.
Yo,
I think it's a toss-up.
Nah. It started one way.
It's a
and
runaway.
Then it ended, yeah. It was a runaway.
It is a slam runaway, man. And
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
And I was so fucking excited to retire that freaking drop. I had a text.
back.
I didn't have time to chop up to
Thank
add
you.
new drops.
Good.
because There's so many
It's
gems
so
in there.
Many
I don't
memes.
want any more, man.
There are so many memes.
I promise you the best meme, though, and it's not even R, it's that courthouse. The guy
Oh,
walking
yeah.
through, I promise
yeah.
you.
The fuck
Dude
out my way. I
kept
go
it
around
real
with-
as hell. Like, he don't care. Like, y'all got me in child support court. I'm here. Give me my damn ID.
Yeah.
He apologized for interrupting
I'm
the
gonna need
interview.
you to tell your cousin relax, bro.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
wish
gonna
I
need
knew
you to
that
tell
boy.
your cousin
Yo,
chill out,
man,
man.
he was like,
We
look,
sitting
man.
here trying to have a professional press conference concerning one Robert Kelly and his arrest.
His rearrest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His
For-
revisit.
for what was it?
He owed child support.
Child support charge.
Like
161,000.
And I think he
First of
said
all-
he was going to pay like 50 grand.
Can we just take a quick pause for why are you hiring a lawyer with a haircut like that?
Yo,
Well, how
It's
about
somebody-
Kels' cut in
Huh?
the interview?
Well, we're gonna get to that in a second, Cat.
yeah, he could have called me.
But I'm just saying, like, yo, first of all, I'm gonna need, bruh, cut that shit off, man. I need you to come in the courtroom looking present. I'm not trying to be like, I don't want to feel like you can't embrace your roots. But when my life is on the line, I don't need that guy. I need the guy that's coming in looking like Johnny. You know what I mean? Come in here looking like Johnny Sharp, tailored to the boo, and not getting.
Hold on, who you
by
talking about?
I'm talking about the lawyer at the press conference for the child support.
He had a
hearing.
ponytail,
That's
right?
not his lawyer.
Who is that?
Who was the guy speaking then?
That guy, he's just speaking on behalf of the courts. Like, he just
alright.
No, he wasn't. He was
Yes,
speaking on
he
behalf of
was.
R. Kelly.
No, he wasn't. His lawyer is this. I mean, his lawyer's not that black guy. His lawyer is a white guy.
Why did it sound like he was speaking
Nah,
in defense
'cause
of R. Kelly?
They was asking him like, he's like, nah, this ain't about the money. Like, that's why the boy was like, the guy that was walking through.
Free R. Kelly,
He was like,
dog.
get your ass out of here. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? But nah, that's not his lawyer.
Yo, I'm confused. Thank you for
Oh,
clarifying.
yeah,
Because
that's
I
not his lawyer.
I was lost. I'm like, yo, this dude, man, you picked the wrong bruh. For real. Oh, you know what? That's not his lawyer. You know who that was? That's his publicist because he was in the interview that Kev referenced.
Yeah.
He was? That guy with the
He was.
Yeah, because he came
he
out
came
when
to
Kels
calm him
stood
down.
up and was
Yeah.
like flipping out.
Yeah.
Oh, he
came
did?
in.
Oh,
And,
all
and
right.
Gail said, after
She was cool as a cucumber.
Yo,
just
why
chilling
did
there.
Gail not flinch at all like
Yeah.
Kobe when my man
Yeah,
threw the
Matt
ball in his
Barnes-
face?
ball in his face.
when Matt Barnes.
Yo, they got ice. Cause they ice cold. Her and Oprah. We'll get into that too.
Let's get into it, man. So Kev started with the Beijing comments as far as trying to
R.
calm
Kelly.
Right. Let's go ahead and address the whole thing. R. Kelly has been in the news recently due to a new allegation that he has been charged with counts against sexual abuse and dealing with underage women and things of that nature yet again, right? So like Groundhog's Day. So he goes on CBS, what is it, Good Morning America or CBS Today?
CBS
It was CBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, CBS, to try to clean up his name, clear his name, or at least damage control his image. Things didn't quite go.
This is the first time, and
As well
I
as
didn't
he
realize that until he said it. He's like, I haven't said anything other than
Well,
the interview with
Touré.
Yeah, Touré.
That's on
that
our
was-
drop right now.
That was it. He hasn't done like a face-to-face interview like that in a minute.
Okay.
There's probably a reason.
He did
for
no,
that.
he did the well, the last one he did was Touré, right?
Wait
'Cause
a
he
minute,
did
then
the
he
Ed
Ed
Gordon.
I'm about to say.
That's what I'm trying to say.
he
Was
did
that
Ed
before
Gordon.
Touré then?
It's around that time.
All right.
It was around the same. I
Could
can't.
be.
It's probably after because Touré. Remember, he was acquitted in 2008. The charges came in 2000. 8 years that
Yeah.
they were.
Nah, maybe 2002.
Okay,
Because it sat for
6
6
years. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Not a big
Strategic.
difference.
That's when he probably had some money with the legal team. They drawed it out for 6 years.
Okay, so last time on previously on the commission,
Mm-hmm.
we discussed the fact that he was bailed out by a 50-something-year-old woman, and
Right.
boom. So he straight from the bail to the McDonald's,
Right.
make a quick pick stop, right? To now doing this CBS interview with Gayle King, Oprah's BFF. We'll get into that just a little bit, right? He does the interview, he loses it. Maybe has an emotional breakdown.
Do you think? I don't know. I'm like this.
You think
this-
what? Go ahead.
I didn't know if it was like he knew like going into it like, all right, I'm gonna do this because she even called him out on it. He tried to play like the victim.
Okay. You've been doing this to me for 30 years. I beat my case.
Beat
Mike,
my case.
I beat my case.
He made
Not
that
I was good.
perfectly
And I love
clear.
how Gail corrected him. Like, it's almost like she threw him a lifeline. You were acquitted.
Yeah.
Robert.
Yeah.
I love how she said Robert.
Yeah.
Robert. You-
Yeah.
a couple times
she
too.
did, right? Gail is a little slick. I hate when people do that when they're calm and you mad. I
Yeah.
can't stand that shit. Anyway.
You get more upset.
You do get
Yeah.
more upset, which is why he kept going on his rant. Like she knew what she was doing. Oh, she was like, the cameras are the cameras are rolling.
And at
Oh,
that
please
time,
believe the cameras
like
are rolling.
I put in the chat, at that time, I knew R. Kelly's going back to jail.
At that very
At
moment,
that very moment. I mean, he said, I beat my case. What does I beat my case mean to you, Kev?
To me,
Yeah.
why you asking me? Like, just anyone? Like, if I say that,
Yeah.
I beat you. You know what I mean? Like you was trying to put
you
me
thought
away.
it was an alternative motive.
Yeah. And then why?
No, it wasn't.
Like,
a
you gonna
motive.
ask
I'm just
Greg when
saying.
it beats to him next?
Nah, we already talked about it. That's why I asked you. We didn't talk
Yeah.
about it.
Kevin's so guilty. It's
Nah,
so funny.
Yeah. I mean, I won. You know, you was trying to put me away, and not happening.
Exactly.
And
So
now they're like, all right, let's find
Jigga, Kel's not
Yeah,
guilty.
let's
That's what
find
it's-
another way to try to put him away.
not that I was found, not guilty.
Not that I was innocent. Is
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
saying.
I
I
proved
proved
that
my
I was
case.
innocent.
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't gonna say it.
Go
but
ahead, kiss say it.
Who else beat their case? Murder case.
Here you go.
I
I don't
said-
know. I don't know who.
I told
No.
told Mike earlier this.
I don't know
I was
who.
saying the exact same. I was like, yo, you sound just like OJ right now.
Uh huh.
And they gonna put you under the
OJ
jail
beat
on
his
some
case?
bullshit. They
And
gonna
what
put you
what
under
happened with OJ?
OJ wasn't guilty. I mean, he wasn't innocent.
All I'm saying is
He was found not guilty.
he's found not guilty, and they put him under the jail on some memorabilia,
He
Yeah.
stolen a robbery.
misdemeanor bullshit. Like
Uh-huh.
they buried him for like 10, 15 years on a bullshit charge. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. You already know what they gonna do to man's cows, man.
I thought I literally when I was watching the interview, and when I found out he got arrested again, I'm like, damn, this reminded me just like the
When the child support. Yeah.
Yeah, like come
But
on, you
see, they knew he was going to get arrested again because
But you can't double jeopardy me, Mike.
yeah, I know.
It's not though, because it's a different. It's not the same.
I
woman.
understand, but you know what's funny? All right, so I'm a ride for Kels for 2 seconds. Pause. The one thing that I have to say is you can't like I want to say when I was watching the interview, the thing that stood out to me the most was the fact that he understood that he made a grave mistake the first time around. So not only is he super careful about the age of the people that which took me back to the Touré drop that we use is, when you saying teenager, how old are we talking? Because that's just a man being cautious. That when I really combine that with the interview that I just saw when he said when she asked, what kind of women do you like? He said legal. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
I know guys that has 5, 10 girls, so don't try to put me like that.
Well,
I'm
I
like,
mean,
whoa.
but the end of the day, that's true. There's guys that like there's older guys that like younger girls, and there's younger girls that like older guys, and vice versa.
Right.
So I understand that he's walking on eggshells. You could tell. He's walking on eggshells. So which is why he's so defensive and defiant to the fact that I might be messing with younger girls, but this not it's not that.
Yeah, because Torre said he tried to get him because R. Kelly was trained to, when he asked him about young girls, he knew automatically to say, like, nah. Like, no, he was trained. So he said, so when I flipped it out and said teenage, he said it kind of threw him off for a loop. And that's why he asked about how old.
Because in his mind, 18 is good, but I don't want to say 18 because then I'm going to be in how. Like, I kind of get the psychology behind it. It's almost like, damn, you deciphering a Kanye rant. But that's really what it is. Like, you see what he's trying to do. You see that he's a guy that don't want to be in hot water anymore. But you also can see a guy that really loves women. You can also see a guy that takes advantage and utilizes his stardom to his advantage.
Because even the one girl, she was saying that she did tell him originally that she was older than what she was.
Yeah.
She said her parents told her to do that.
No, not her.
Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about another girl that was in the documentary.
Okay, yeah.
She was saying,
a couple girls have said that, though.
She said, I told him I was this age.
That happens all the time.
Girls.
And if you one of them guys, let's be real. If you one of those guys, you want her to tell you something, even though you may even have it in your head.
Yeah,
like,
but if she says it, then I can.
Yeah, she told me she was 18,
exactly.
so I believed it.
Right, but you learn quick that's.
Yeah, once she did tell him, and she said she told him like right before they got it popping the first time.
Right,
and he was like, "Well, I need you to keep telling everybody that you that age." And keep it in.
True, but
I need you to act. No, say you 18 and act 21. I think that's what he said.
Right. I mean, what I was about to say is just you still as a guy, as the adult, and you gotta
100%.
check IDs and all that shit. Right. Make sure that you're dealing with who you're supposed to. But that's correct. People do that. People lie on their age. Newsflash. Like that's not groundbreaking.
But going back to that girl though, her part of it. Their interview. She was convincing
But we didn't finish with the Kels portion.
Oh, let's go back to Kels.
Yeah,
okay.
we gotta wrap
let's
up
stay
Kels,
here for
right?
a second.
Yeah, we gotta stay here for just 2 more seconds, right? So all right, so Gail starts, asking him, pressing him about, well, Robert, do you like younger girls, or but you were linked to younger girls in the past, and then Robert finally has a breakdown. They trying to add, what happened back then to what's going on there. The problem with Rob is that he doesn't articulate himself well at all.
Right.
And that's really what, as I'm watching the interview, I'm like, damn, they gotta. Again, it goes back to the whole comparison to Mike. Like, you can't be in this industry and in this game this long and can't.
Yeah, you don't have
articulate.
media training. Like,
Yes.
nobody taught you how to talk.
Right.
Interview. I didn't know.
That's what bothered me.
Understand why. Why would you even do the interview? Like, I think that hurt.
Bad
You know what's funny?
representation.
You know what's funny? I was thinking that, and then I saw Act say something on Everyday Struggle, and it made me think twice. Think about the era that we in. The era that we in, it doesn't really matter facts or anything like that. It just matters perception and public opinion. That's it. So if I can come on TV and portray myself as a victim and have the 2 women who you guys claim to be, in this sex cult support me and can articulate themselves even better than I can, and then me look like, begging, pleading, crying for your approval.
They trying to set me up.
Yeah, Charlamagne said something on his podcast I thought was interesting too. Shout out to those guys. He was like, if he had said in that one moment, I need help. When he said, remember he was asking Gail, I need help. She's like, what kind of help you need? I'm too nice. But if Charlamagne was like, if he said, I have a problem, because we're in a forgiving society, we would have embraced him in that moment. If he did it publicly, I promise you, somebody would have given him a second chance. Somebody would have been like, all right, this is him finally acknowledging that he made a mistake, and while we as us, we would have just let that shit ride. The general public probably would.
I don't think so. Not after that Surviving R. Kelly documentary.
No, I think they would. You got to understand who's being abused here, Michael. Who's the victims here? I think general society, when you go on CBS and you do that on I don't know. I look at the bigger picture here. You know, you look at who the victim is. You look at, you know, the platform that he used to show how to even do
Not
this interview to clean him
angry-ass
up.
black man on national TV.
Not angry. Not angry if I'm asking for forgiveness for my victims, and my victims
listen,
are African American women. And not, I'm just saying.
And they set you
saying
up with
it's a
the
little
one,
different.
They set you up with one to interview you. Who's taking down all these people?
What do you mean?
Think about it. Like, even with the
Here we
Oprah
go.
with the follow-up interviews to the Michael Jackson joint, they honestly, man, sometimes black women, they use them to bring people down. I'm saying in the they do. Gail did to R. Kelly.
But what if they had a white male or a white woman interview R. Kelly?
It wouldn't.
It ain't got the same ring to it.
You think so? No, I think that's purposeful. I
Nah.
think
I think it was.
I think
too.
it's very strategic that they use Oprah and Gail.
Oh no, I do.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about what Kev said. If they used the white male to do it, I don't think it
doesn't hit
It'd be
as
like, what's the
hard.
point? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Right.
make sense. So to bring him down,
They just wanted to. CBS don't care about R. Kelly. They want the ratings, and
Hell
they
yeah.
got the ratings.
Damn
Everybody
right.
tuned in.
Right.
So it was like, all right.
You know what CBS said? They saw those Survivor and R. Kelly ratings.
Absolutely.
It was like, oh shit, we can get a cut of that.
Mhm.
Oh,
For
hell
all
yeah,
we
bring
know,
his ass on here.
If you were saying earlier he had $50,000 to
Like-
put on that child support case, maybe they gave him $50,000
Well, I was
to
gonna
do
say,
the
why?
interview.
If I'm Kels, I want like a milli for just
Yeah.
coming on there and
But-
speaking.
Again, to Mike's
Not when
point
you know
from
you about to go
last
to
week.
court
Well,
and you ain't got the
Yeah, you
161.
need the money.
Well, to Mike's point from last week, you know, and it made me think twice about it too. Yo, man, 10 million look good when you ain't used to seeing 10 million. 100K look good when you only got 50. You know what I mean? Like you have to base it on a person's circumstance.
But this
And
is somebody
CBS
that's
knows this.
seen millions.
But CBS also knows that he couldn't afford to bail himself out of jail.
That's true.
So when
Right.
CBS knows that, they're like, "Hey, listen, man, I got 30 grand for you. What you want to do?" You know, and if I'm Kels and I know I have legal fees and I have all these other things that I have to do.
Hell, you got 50.
Nah, I'm sure other networks are shopping that around too.
Okay, all right. Well, we're lowest bidder. I mean, or highest, tallest midget.
But you
Excuse
know
me.
what they're gonna do too. You know what they're gonna do too. They're gonna be like, look, we gonna get Gail. You know what I mean? She's gonna kind of, help. She's
Oh,
gonna
everybody,
ask you
come
questions.
on. Well, then if it was ABC, then we're gonna do
Robin.
Robbins. You know, everybody got one.
He said
Come
they were
on.
like
Yeah.
there were questions that they weren't allowed to ask him.
But he went in. He went there though. He
Correct.
went there with them. So that tells me that you're willing to
That
discuss
whole thing
it.
was strategic, and that's another
Hell
reason
yeah.
why Gail was sat there calmly, like she knew what the Circus Act was going to be.
Nobody flinched.
Hold on.
Even the cameraman didn't flinch.
Yeah, but you
Nobody-
think Gail, she probably thinks R. Kelly's a bum.
Of course.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why she agreed to
Yeah,
do it.
that's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
take his
saying.
ass
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be the one. Yeah, I'll be your Huckleberry.
Put me up there. Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
Come
You
on,
know what I mean?
let's do it.
Bring
Yeah,
him in here. Yeah, all right. She ain't got to ask him that question because he's going to talk about it himself
Yes.
and probably give it more relevance too because
Gail,
he's going to come out with it.
It's not like she did the most savvy, strategic.
No,
she asked
she's
him
like direct
straight,
questions.
direct
Yeah.
And
questions.
if we get real with it,
and he just went ahead and gave everything.
the segue into the young ladies, if we get real with it, they was actually able to check Gail
Way better.
way better than R. Kelly was.
You could tell that they've been prepped properly,
Or they just mentally, they can speak better than R. Kelly can.
which is terrible. Which is terrible that these 21
Who have never
and
been
23
in front of a
year-old
microphone or a professional interview before were
nothing,
able
no
to
media
But
training.
you
Out.
can just tell the one, I'm a female, I'm out here. What's up?
So what happened then, Mike? They brought him around
Oh.
for round 2.
Yeah, so Gail went in and tried to talk about the sex life. She got right into it a little bit, and was like, "Yeah, y'all sharing them in bed too." And the girl said she checked her right off the gate. She said, "Look, I don't talk about what I do inside the bedroom, out of the bedroom. As a woman, I would expect you to respect that more than anybody else."
Oh.
And Gail was like, "Yo,
Go and
man."
throw a shot out there,
Yo,
man.
man.
Shit, goddamn. Yeah.
Gail was like, I mean, what did she say? But this is something different. She was like, nah, actually it's not. Like, she just checked her on it. And I was like, damn, score one for Young Buck. Because she got Gail, like, sitting here looking dumb for it. You know what I mean? Looking dumb for a second. But, and then they talked about some other stuff. She said, hey, my parents the ones who put me in front of them.
Yeah.
They trying to get some money out of it. They've
been encouraging me to
try
take
to get some
compromising
pictures with
pictures and videos with him.
And
for a
I
while.
promise you, it makes sense because, yo, the parents is probably only, but let's say they 10 years older than us, right?
Yeah.
Y'all grew up with if I grew up with R. Kelly at
Well, she's 21. Her parents is no older than like in the early 40s at oldest.
Y'all grew up with R. Kelly the same way I did.
Yeah.
So y'all knew what was going on with him. Y'all know what his music is about. I believe her story. I ain't gonna even front. And to somebody tell me something different, or let somebody come out with something different, I believe her story 100%. The parents put her up in front of R. Kelly. You prostituted her out. That's why she started crying.
True.
Gail, like, why are you crying? She went into it. Like, look, they tried to set this up, and not for nothing. And if they did, it plays to what they said in the Surviving R. Kelly. R. Kelly looks for a certain type of female, that he probably could manipulate.
Of course.
So if she was already kind of like, in her head, kind of weak a little bit, parents prostituting her out, he could see that a mile away because he probably thinking, why they serving her up to me like on a silver plate? Like, you know what I mean? Why not? Look, he fed into that little into whatever emotions she had, and now look at her. She in love with the guy. Showing up for court, you gotta respect that. Both of them walking in there, it is what it is.
They interviewed the parents held like a press conference too, right after their daughter.
Is that right?
Yeah, outside.
I didn't see that.
You
one.
see that?
Okay. No,
Yeah, I
haven't
seen
that.
that.
The parents and the two younger sisters of the one girl.
Yeah, Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to stop playing.
Saying
Like,
they were comparing his situation with their daughter to like Stockholm syndrome.
Come on.
Yeah.
I've heard him say that a couple times now. That,
y'all,
he's the victim and they fallen in love with the
Yeah.
captor. Or
He's
whatever.
brainwashed them.
He's
and-
brainwashed. them.
y'all laid him up for him. That's it. I'm not introducing my daughter to no damn dude that I know was a molester. Or, not even molester,
He
but you
has
know
it-
what I mean?
Even if there was a rumored behavior of this,
Right.
if you love your child, you're not putting them in that type of an environment. You're not even putting them in harm's way like that. It makes zero sense. Like, to Kel's points, come on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Think. Use your common
Everything
sense.
that I've gone through in my
Yeah.
past.
Why would I
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah.
You know?
He was real strategic with the way he worded that too.
Yeah, nah, man, nah. Can we get to whether or not was his Beijing running? I don't understand.
But you know what? You know why that was
I didn't
done, though?
understand that.
I think the reason why that was done is to make him, because they keep trying to throw his age up, too. He's 52.
52, yeah.
Y'all
They do
are-
bring that up all the time.
So I think what he did was he threw that Beijing in there just to be like, make himself look a little bit younger.
Yo,
bro,
hey,
we know when you were born.
I don't
bro.
want to
Like,
jump
that doesn't
forward too
change
quick, but
anything.
the Michael Jackson documentary did that too. Those two dudes kept telling how old they were each time.
Yo, that shit.
And speaking of parents
Yeah.
pimping out their
Absolutely.
kids,
Why people act like it doesn't happen, first of all?
yo, what?
I want to ask you a question real quick because
Yeah.
your daughter's what, 16, 17? So Drake is nowhere near in comparison to the level of star that Michael Jackson was, but we can agree that he's like one of the biggest
He's
stars
one of the bigger
in the
stars,
world
right.
right now. So if your daughter is, I'm not even gonna say 17. But
We
like
went to the Drake concert.
12 years. Yeah, you took her to the Drake concert, and Drake brings her on stage and then asks you to go back to his house with her and then have her stay overnight. I guess it's different because it's a girl, but even if it was your son,
It's not
Are-
different at
are
all.
you allowing
It's
that to
weird?
happen?
Either
are you
way.
allowing that to happen?
First of all, let's get even weirder. Drake's like, hey, I want to come spend the night at your
Yes,
house.
yeah.
Let's get a little bit weirder. Like,
Mike, can you do my laundry?
You know what I mean? If you don't
Yo,
man,
I'm
listen.
so lonely. Hey,
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
I'm so lonely, man.
Man,
You're my
listen.
yo.
You-
Your
even
family's
if
my
you
only
stay
friends.
over, all right? So you and your daughter or son stay at his house, and then your son wakes up to the middle of the night of Drake crying because you're gonna leave the next day. As a parent, and you find
Man,
this out,
listen.
you still allowing your kid to stay there?
And remind you, you didn't even like Drake.
The
You just so
problem
happened to
is-
be in the country, and you knew that your
didn't
your
even know
daughter-
Drake.
You don't even know who Drake really
You met
is.
him 4
You know what I
hours
mean?
ago.
You know him 4 hours ago.
Yo.
And you go to this beautiful ranch. You're like, oh wow, you got the
I-
grandmom on there.
He seems so genuine as
He
soon as
seems
I
so-
met him.
He's so
What?
childlike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This grown
Yeah.
34,
His bedroom's
35-year-old
full of
man.
action figures.
Come on,
Yo,
man. He
it's-
giggles all the time. Get the fuck out of here, man.
It
You
was so
serious?
innocent. Man, listen.
I don't understand.
The
You
Michael
know,
Jackson documentary, it was like the most disturbing thing I've watched in
the
I think my
first
life.
hour, I didn't even realize that it was anything. I'm like,
Nah,
they're
'cause they
talking
build
so nicely on Mike
Yeah.
and Neverland and how
First of all, it was freaky because it was too damn quiet. Like they don't even got like no background music playing.
Well, no, they got
Like,
that creepy little
whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that
like,
creepy Neverland music or some
what
shit.
the
I'm like, yo,
hell?
what the fuck is
Like,
this?
First of all, this one thing that I knew beforehand was that the guy Wade, his story was so freakish because at the time you're still dating Michael Jackson's niece. You dated her for 9 years. You dated Britney Spears. Well, you weren't dating her. You was knocking off some stuff in the industry.
Yeah.
You know
and
what I mean?
Still
And you mean
didn't
to tell
acknowledge when you were after the NSYNC and the Stardom and you choreographing all these major stuff. You still didn't admit to it. Like you
admit to
Do you
it
think
once
they got paid? Like
Hell
for
yeah.
HBO?
No. They definitely got paid for that. I was wondering, like, do you think they got paid by the Jackson estate, or was like, yo, you can't say anything until Michael passes? Or,
Nah.
No.
For what? Like
do you mean
have
for
to,
what?
was it 10-year deadline? I don't understand. Like that doesn't even make sense. Now you can talk about it 10 years later. It's literally 10 years to the day.
They're
you
actually
die.
suing HBO.
They pulled all his radio stations pulled all his music today.
That's fucking dumb.
What radio stations?
I was reading the article. They bunch of them.
Nah.
It probably was stations that wouldn't even playing his fucking music.
Yeah, I'm about to say. How often
Yo,
you
if they
hear Michael
pull that
Jackson
shit
on the
off
radio,
like
bro?
Spotify or Apple Music.
That's never happened.
I don't
That's
think that's
never
gonna
happened.
I hope not.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. It just doesn't seem.
I think the mom with the pink hair, I'm sorry to cut you
Go
off,
ahead.
knew what was going on, but she was so enthralled with like the limelight and like I'm meeting Tina Turner.
Did
and
she
all
leave
these
her husband?
celebrities.
That's the one that left her husband.
No,
behind,
the other
right?
one
The
left
other
her
one did.
husband. No,
Yeah.
the other one left her
But
husband.
the mom with the pink hair, I feel like just
That was
knew,
Wade's mom. Though,
That was
right?
Wade's mom. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I
one
feel
with
like
the
she
pink
knew
hair.
what was going
Yeah,
on the
she
whole
left her
time.
husband.
No,
I
the
think
other
her
one
husband
left.
committed suicide.
Did her husband commit suicide? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Wade's mom, his dad committed suicide from watching the documentary.
Oh wow! Like,
Oh,
what, like
for
a
real?
week ago?
Recently?
No, not from
That shit
watching.
came out last
No,
week,
no.
bro.
I'm saying I don't know shit about him.
Yo, that's so inappropriate.
Yo.
You're an asshole. You know
Shots
that?
fired 'cause he shot his-
You're a fucking asshole.
No, I was saying I don't know nothing about Wade. Like I know from watching the documentary, I found out his dad had committed suicide.
Damn, that's crazy.
I remember. I thought that was the other one, but I thought that was. But
Nah,
you
the
might
other
be
one, yeah, the other one is. It just so happened. I like how the mom was trying to explain it. I know we all over the place, but I like how the mom was trying to explain how Michael bought them a house, saying it was a loan that it was very low interest, and then after the deposition, it just so happened that it was a coincidence how the timing worked out.
Yeah. Okay.
But he told him you don't got to pay me nothing back. Like the house is yours. I can't charge y'all.
As a parent, when you start going, all right. So now you're going on tour with Michael Jackson. Your son's dancing in his shows.
And your room keeps getting further and further.
Yes,
from theirs.
that part too. But like, I don't know if I went to like a Jay-Z concert when Jay-Z's like 30, right? And I see a bunch of little kids on stage every night. That's just off to me. Knowing, I don't know. The whole thing was like, how did nobody know what was going on? Nobody picked this out.
If I was a parent, one of those parents, first of all, I wouldn't even have wanted to be on the damn documentary. Because I look even stupider
Yes,
on
hell
TV
yeah. You look
now.
way
Yeah, but they
nuts.
got paid, so that's.
Well, I
them to be
mean,
on
but
it.
their kids are grown.
And now
their
their kids are
are
the vic-
30.
well, they
But
always
y'all
were the
look
victims,
even
but
dumber now.
the
because
parents
it's
look
like,
dumb as hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And even with the guy, like the one guy, he gets on my damn nerves with that. We would have sex. It looked like, what's going on?
He was excited.
We had
about
sex in this room, in that room. we
Yeah,
had
like
sex
dog,
upstairs.
it wasn't like you was with Halle Berry and you telling me you recapping where you.
I couldn't believe they were both married now with kids.
I was a little
I thought
shocked by that.
Well, that's
too.
why they
I
tried
thought
to
he
say they
turned
came
them
out, right? Ain't that why they said they came out? Because once I had my own kids, I thought about, if you don't get out of here with that shit. I don't think, look, where there's smoke, there's fire. I get it. Same thing with, the Bill Cosby thing. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Like, he probably didn't do the ones that he was accused of, but he probably did some other ones.
Right.
Like with Michael, it is a weird situation. Like I wouldn't have let my kids spend a night at Michael Jackson's house. You know what I mean? Just because
while your kid's staying in his bedroom and you're sleeping in the guest
Yeah,
house.
who does, like-
Come on, you met him
It
4
just
hours ago.
makes
Yeah.
zero sense that you
I
would
mean, I
do
didn't
that
think
without
anything
an
was going
ulterior
on.
motive. Like you knew what it was. Okay, fine. You're trying to get bread out of
And
Michael
why are you
Jackson.
always
Right.
hanging out in his bedroom?
or you hope there would be that. You know, they were just watching movies, you know, having candy, lots of candy. And, man, listen.
Why are there bells? That part was like
yeah,
crazy weird to me.
What happened?
He put bells on door handles.
Oh yeah,
so he could hear people
when,
coming.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that could also, I mean,
no. The bum boys said they had drills. They would run drills to see how fast they could get dressed.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Or don't talk to women. Women are bad.
Yeah.
You can't tell anyone
he
about
was brainwashing them kids. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, once again, these two dudes, allegedly, because, I mean, I wish.
When they interviewed the one boy who accused them in '96, his story definitely aligned with some of the things that they were saying as well, though. The 11 or 12-year-old kid.
I don't think I seen that.
They were in. They showed the
old interview.
Yeah, the interview between him and the cops. When the cops was kind of like asking him like, "Yo, where did he touch you?" and and what happened, and blah blah blah. It wasn't one of those two. It was another kid. But yeah, man.
But like Dave Chappelle even made fun of. He was like, "Damn, like I can describe like somebody's penis,
press, perm,
like, you know what I mean?
You know
like,
what I'm maybe some glitter.
Like if y'all saying y'all was doing all this oral and all this other stuff with Michael Jackson, you can't. You a man. You can't describe what a penis supposed to look like.
At 7 years old, I had a grown man's penis in my mouth. I'm like, what?
Yo,
what?
Happy.
That is crazy.
That dude was.
I
mean,
nuts.
and nothing against him, but he probably was.
Yo, add that to the board for Kev. Yo.
Oh, I know, right? Whoa, pause.
Like, I don't know.
Damn.
Why you
ain't he lucky he does the board? Yeah. Like that clip never get added.
You might have to edit that one out the show.
You gotta put that one right next to Lowe's. Low, what was his joint?
Oh
hey, I came on top. What did he say?
Yeah.
Hey, I finished
on top of balls.
He finishes on top.
Jesus.
Yo.
Kev. Oh man, that was funny. Yo, damn, Mike.
And then the second half of the documentary, Oprah just drags him.
This is what I don't like, right? If you've had stuff going on, like in your own personals, like with your school, granted, I know you're not there 24/7.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
But your school had molestation charges going on, like from
not rape, bro.
Rape charges. I mean,
they was raping them kids in there.
You know, granted, you not him, but your dad had a couple rape charges, and then not for nothing,
you got your own demons and skeletons.
Why are you the advocate when your friends? Harvey Weinstein, and you ain't say nothing about them, but yet you jump out here on some.
It's a good point.
Like, to me, it's like
you don't need the money. It's not like she did it for money.
And it's like, yo, dead man can't defend themselves.
Yeah,
man. Like, come on. Like, I could understand any other circumstance. Even if you wanted to make a movie for entertainment value, I might be like, all right, you trying to do a Life and Times like they did with a couple other stars in the past, but. Like, when you're doing a documentary and you're taking people at face value, like, come on. Like, Oprah Gayle, really? Like, is it that bad out here in these streets? You know what I mean? Like, is this hard for you guys to eat? I just don't. I didn't quite understand that.
One thing that I did find very interesting, though, is they showed, it's something else, another podcast I listened to, but he was dropping some receipts on some stuff, and they was talking about, they was saying how, some of the execs out there, they didn't like Mike because of, how he conducted business, meaning that he didn't ask for permission. He just went out there and took stuff.
Well, he told the one girl when he was trying to take her kid for a year that, listen, man, I get what I want.
Oh.
Who managed Michael Jackson?
What?
Who managed him?
Who needs to manage?
Yeah. Mike wasn't making. How does Mike have all this time to play with kids and still get all these endorsement deals and do all this other stuff?
I mean, I would imagine he was on some like Jay-Z type level stuff where you got partners who are lawyers who are able to like basically run your business for you to a degree, but they understand where your interest lies and what's going to be in the best interest for the estate. Like I would assume that every deal that Jay has made wasn't just Jay at the table making the negotiations himself. No, you hire people for that.
And the funny thing about that is the story about the masters for the Beatles.
That's
I
great.
think Paul McCartney was the one that kind of suggested to Michael, you should buy publishing. you should start buying publishing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, you know, that's going to be the wave or whatever he said to him. So educated him up, and Mike bought their publishing.
And think about the mentors he's had. Like, he came up under
Barry
Quincy,
Gordy,
Barry
Quincy
Gordy.
Jones.
Like, these guys know what the hell they're doing. And these guys are pioneers in the music industry. So I'm pretty sure he picked up several gems on how to sustain revenue even when you're not producing music.
The slickest shit he did, though, which is gangster, is the whole Sony deal. You know,
That Sony
Yeah.
deal was insane, bro.
I didn't know that till you said it last week.
Yeah, the
I
fact
think I
that you
said it, but
say,
thank
you know
you.
what, I'm at it. Say it again.
Oh, you said it?
It's okay.
Yeah, whoever. I knew somebody. Who said it.
I mean, we
my
both
credit,
probably
man.
spoke on it. I
Nah,
mean,
just give me my
whatever.
credit, bro.
It's the
Yeah.
credit to the show.
Sheesh.
Credit.
I just want my credit, man.
But the fact that you go to Japan to seal that deal,
Mike did say that part.
you go to Japan, seal that deal with them over there for Sony, then you come back here and all them other execs, all they can do is be mad.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they went to cut.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. Sony's big deal. And they love Michael Jackson over there.
Hell yeah, they do.
You think they playing Leaving Neverland over there?
This is what I was thinking about. Hell no. Yo, this is what I was thinking about, yo. If that was going on, though, like, right, not to say that it wasn't, because, you know, whatever. I ain't trying to, you know, say that there's no victims out there or nothing like that. But Mike had, like, friends. Like, Chris Tucker was a friend of Michael Jackson. You don't think, like, if it was really a documentary on it, why wouldn't you have some of his friends speaking out on his behalf
Because
about...
the same reason
ain't
the
no
R.
money in
Kelly
that.
one.
Yeah, ain't no money
there
in
was-
that.
like,
I know.
there was
Yeah,
nobody.
support,
He
yeah.
said
But
that
what I'm
on-
saying though, for
Money
like,
in the
so
controversy.
if you Oprah, why are you out here? Because when Mike was alive, you was on the.
he was
Team
on your
Mike.
show.
You was on Team Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously the OWN network isn't doing quite as good as we thought it was.
The OWN network isn't owned by who we may think it is.
And the other thing is, if you're such an advocate, put it on your own network. I mean, goddamn, you riding HBO dick. Like, I don't understand.
it could be
like,
something
nah.
with, you know, the whole connections of people that she know. Like I said, I haven't heard her say anything about, you know, what's the guy named Brian Stinger and Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, why is
and
there
all
no
this other
Harvey
stuff?
Weinstein or Elvis doc? I seen a lot
The
of posts
Elvis
about
thing,
that.
yeah, about the Elvis doc, the Hugh Hefner doc. I mean, there's a couple
Yeah.
other docs
Yeah.
we could put out there, but you know, that's not popular though. You
Well,
know?
the Hugh Hefner doc will come out, but it'll be like a positive.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's changed so many women's lives.
Yeah.
Honestly, the first thing I said when they first were talking about R. Kelly having a house with a whole bunch of women in it, that is one of the things that I said. I was like, I mean, Hugh Hefner had the same thing, and he was getting it
A lot
popping.
of dudes done did that. Will Chamberlain slept with over 100. Like since when do we now demolish the guy who was getting all the girls? I always thought that was the guy we bigged up. You know, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
That sounds like what's his name on the Cavs?
Oh man,
Ooh,
TT.
He still
Does
on
he
the-
love?
He's still on the Cavs?
Isn't he?
He actually is.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. All right. Well,
yeah, man. I don't know if he's playing much, but
Right.
Yeah.
Where are the Cavs at in the East?
what
Dead
they-
last.
Nah, that would be the Knicks. But
Oh,
they're close
shoot.
to it.
Shots-
though.
Yeah.
They're very close. To it. There's nobody worse than the Knicks.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, your boy Tristan, man, back in the news again. Back at it.
living his best life.
Yeah, man. Faithful.
Did he ever? Hold on, let me ask y'all this for real, because I don't know. Did he ever say he was with Chloe, or has Chloe always been saying
No,
she's
they
with him?
have a
They have a
child
child.
together.
What that mean?
They are not.
I know a lot of people that have kids.
Well, you had to be with somebody at some point to have.
I'm
a
talking
kid.
about. That don't mean they together today.
Oh yeah, okay.
We
got you.
together or together
She's
apart.
saying that they're together.
Yeah.
I mean, she's saying it together. He never came
mean,
out and said,
Well, I
I'm
don't
with
think
her.
he does much interviews either. I don't see him talking
why
too
would
much.
he?
Well, it was a smart move. when
Yeah.
you
Pimping
the
moving how you
situation.
moving. Yeah, I mean, but it's not like you can hide though. I mean, Tristan, it's so fun. Tristan,
What's he make? $100 million contract probably.
does
first
it
one
matter?
was
He's a
like
ball
8,
player.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You $100 million and you traveling around the world. Come on.
What's the average chicks that just the bench player has in every city?
What, the number?
Just by you being on the team,
Just on the squad.
at least 2.
I would think so. I would
At
think at
least 2.
least 2 every city. And this if you just a bum. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like I'm on the bench. I ain't got really a lot to do during the day. I ain't really practicing a whole bunch.
Because
Like I be there.
to be honest with you, like those, and the women can comment, I guess, once we put this up on the IG and whatever. We gotta pose that question because a lot of them they may look at it like, maybe you could just get me into the locker room.
That's all it is.
You know what I mean?
That's
If
all it
I could
is.
throw it at you, I don't mind giving you a little peace offering.
Just
We've
to get in the
seen
circle.
this.
Just to get in the circle.
We've seen this on come on, what was that? What was that tour? What was the tour and they had the footage?
Oh, backstage when they was just trying
Was
to
it
get
backstage?
in there?
Yeah,
when
and
they
the
was
chick
trying
was
to
like,
get
well,
in.
if you trying to get in there, you
Trying
gotta
to get her
go.
to see Jay-Z.
Yeah, you gotta go through.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
gotta
go through.
go
such
through
and
the
such.
team.
Yeah.
It's
And my man
females.
went to the bathroom. You know
Yep,
what I mean? Had to-
exactly.
you know what
You
I'm
know what
saying?
I
The
mean?
stall.
I thought you were gonna take me to see Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, you about to see Jay-Z, all right. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, man.
we've seen this before, and it's females out there that they cool with that, man. They probably ain't even really trying to be with you. They just need that.
They
you know,
trying to get in.
Give them that shot. Give them that shot real quick. Let them,
I know people that I ain't gonna say no names, but they either want to be a bottle girl or want to be courtside so they could be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
you know what I mean? Like they get seen and they get chose. All girls want is to be chose. That's it. That's what a lot of women just really live their life just to be picked.
It turned into like at what point I guess they decided like those type of females, well, I might as well choose up. This is who I am, right? Chances is I'm gonna be somebody's baby mom. So why not go and try to be one of these boys' baby mom, and I can get a check out of it at least.
This is exactly how the female mind works.
I mean, I ain't say that.
Yeah, I don't know about all
female
females.
mind
I ain't say all of them, but I know some of them. Nah, real rap. If I'm gonna sit up here and just be,
I'm gonna say I would say there's a good percentage of women that go through a phase where they think like this.
I think it's easier now than ever to be that way because of social media.
I think it's always been going on.
I'm
Like-
about to say I don't know how
Nah.
much easier.
It's a lot easier for you. If you're a basketball player, it's a lot easier for you to find a woman who's in, if you play in New York, Sacramento, than it was 10
No,
years
it's
ago.
not. Only
Nah,
gotta
I'm
do
a
is
basketball
Absolutely.
player.
only
I'm
thing
in
you gotta
town.
do is this:
Yeah,
turn
come
your
outside.
head.
Nah,
and look,
nah.
and
First of all, you gotta understand. Like,
Go online now. and
Time out. Unlike other athletes, basketball players tend to stick out in the crowd. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you wondering, oh, what does he do? The
Yeah.
6'10" guy over there. Like, you only got one or two even if you don't play ball, you lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a tall boy, you got a huge advantage on getting
I
smacked.
play
But
overseas.
it's
Yeah, I'm
way
overseas,
easier. It's
right?
way
It's
easier for
I'm
the
in the G
woman now
League.
to
I'm
be
coming
found than it is.
I'm in college. I'm about to be drafted. Like, you know how
Mm.
many lines I've heard tall boys use in order to get girls?
Yo, even at the game the other
seriously.
day, right? And I'm not even courtside, so I can only imagine what those dudes get. But the closer you get to the court,
You see them. Well, they everywhere.
the more of them you see.
They are
Sure.
everywhere.
So that's what I'm saying. So if I'm on a bench, only thing I gotta do is turn my head. I ain't gotta
You-
go on social media
I'm
and
at the
nothing like that.
lows.
They gonna
4
be there.
seasons,
Like,
from
what's
309.
up? What's up?
You
Know
know
they
what I'm
they
saying?
see you on the bench. Steph just won the game. You high fiving them. Yeah,
Yeah.
my man. You on the team. They don't. He in the NBA, girl. They don't.
That's the only thing that's
Yo,
as
you know
far
what I'm saying?
ahead as we thinking. He's in NBA and we're good. Like we could get if we can get with him, we can meet Steph, or meet KD,
Yeah.
we meet Draymond or whoever. Like, come on.
That's
man.
just your invitation to the party. Is him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, if you got to settle for him, then
It's like knowing the DJ, Kev.
yeah.
You could appreciate this.
You know nothing about that.
All they want to know is who's the DJ.
Right.
That is a drop.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Once you know a DJ, you in there. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
They out here, man.
Yeah. But was she all right? So do we know the story between this girl and Tristan Thompson or whatever?
I don't. I just know that she was on the Will Smith and Jada show.
Well, it's just Jada's, but yeah,
Okay.
Red Table Talks. I think they're like their god niece or something like, or I don't know.
They adopt a lot.
They
of people.
adopted niece
Don't
or
they?
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, they-
isn't August Alsina part of
He's
the
an
Smith family
adopted
now?
child. Yeah. he's-
I don't know
they
how
adopted
Will
him.
feels about that, but that's crazy. But yeah.
So which one of them is dating him though? Is it Will? Is it
Mike, dang.
what's the guy's name?
That's
What's his
crazy.
son's
God,
name?
man.
You
Is
know,
that his son's
I was
boyfriend?
thinking the other day, why does Will?
Yo, his son's actually doing a really good thing.
Yeah, in Flint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting his fresh water in Flint. That's what's up, man.
Hey, Floyd ain't do it, so
Damn,
somebody had
Floyd.
to.
You know what's crazy? Why hasn't somebody done that?
People have given water. Like I know Meek
Okay,
shipped
but
some
like,
water
why?
up there.
Why hasn't anyone fixed it?
Oh yeah, well, you
I'm
know.
sure it's a lot. Yo, I'm sure is a lot more to it than just, you know what, here, take the donation from me. Because you got to think, like, the officials out there
Yo, it
gotta
can't be
want it.
that difficult.
I'm about to
Dog.
say, man, this is the whole state of Michigan. You mean to
Listen.
tell me y'all can't bring
can't
in
get
water from
clean
somewhere
water?
else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus. Like, the next town over doesn't have clean water?
They can bring water
Exactly.
to places
And
in
that's
remote
my point.
locations
That's like-
that don't have water.
Yeah, that's like my township not having clean water, but North Wales having it, and I
Yeah.
can't even get no clean water.
Mhm.
What the hell
But-
are we doing?
And then you have to look at your officials. Why ain't this happening? Somebody's willing to donate the money. So
Bruh.
why can't we get this
We
fixed?
talk-
Like, I
talking
find
like
it hard to
3-4
believe that
years, man.
nobody. Yeah, that's my point. Like nobody else has been like, you know what? Let's get a group together and put all this money up and fix
I'm
this.
sure it's came up. But remember, they say that's a highly I don't even want to call it segregated or racist type area as well. Like that.
But
Flint,
goddamn, man, I'm
Ferguson.
trying to drink
Yeah,
water.
clean
Like,
water.
I
Come
need
on.
water
Listen.
to survive. Like,
Hey, survival of the fittest. You can't go buy no
damn,
bottled
like,
water.
that's crazy.
Let me
Alright,
ask
so
you.
we know Mike didn't donate any money.
No. I'm saying that I agree. Like somebody, I'm sure it's been people that's tried to offer some money, and
I
why
would
hasn't
just
it gotten
think the
done?
level of bad press that received. I mean, they were bringing lawsuits against state officials
Right.
as a result of this. You know what I mean? Like, they're killing people as a result of this. Nothing?
Yeah.
Damn. Like, where's the national emergency up here?
Mm-mm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
kind of a big deal. I don't know. I was
We
going
trying to build a wall to keep people out, but we can't fix
Yeah.
the
The
problems that are
wall is
in here.
1.5 billion or whatever, 5 billion.
Yeah.
I
Flint's
think you
water
could do that
issue
for
is
like
what?
half of that. Maybe
Flint's
a third
water
of it.
issue is
Not even that much.
Just spend half of that on bottled water.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Flint's water issue probably gonna cost what?
$1 billion,
fixed.
maybe.
That's what they said.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
even think
just
it's
throwing
that
it
much.
out there.
It's not
I
that
don't
big
think
of an
it's that
area.
much. Right. I don't think it's that much.
Floyd could cut that check if he stay out of the Gucci store. He can cut that check.
Damn.
man. Like,
Wait,
full,
Christ, man.
full clip tonight for Mike.
I know, right?
Nah, where's whatever. I was about to say, where's some of the athletes? Detroit got some
I
athletes.
still see a lot of people wearing Gucci on IG. Like, I was puzzled by that the other day.
It was only a 3-month ban and it lasted, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
10%. You only got to pay 10% of your.
That is
They had to
insane.
pay 10% of their bond, which was 3 weeks.
But you know what's funny, though? If you cancel Gucci, then they have to cancel the Burberry and the Prada. Like, you're running out of designers to wear. Like, seriously, I don't know. I feel bad for those guys. What were we talking about again?
We
Oh.
were talking about Tristan Thompson.
You know, but before that, because I had have you ever noticed how Willow looks like an alien? Does anyone ever notice that?
Don't both of them?
Who the
Ooh, no, the son
both
Jaden
look
don't.
kinda-
Jaden
Jaden
look
looks
kind of
kinda weird,
normal.
too.
No, but Willow really looks like an alien to me. Like her
Maybe.
eyes are shaped like an alien eyes. Like
She
have
probably
you ever
got them
noticed
done.
that?
Who knows? She probably got them. They strange, dog.
They are weird. No, she's more weird than him. Like I at least like Jaden's music. Like I'm like, all right, Jaden can actually spit a little
he
bit.
can't rap.
He can rap,
Yeah.
man. Like he's not bad at all. But Willow just is weird.
She had
man.
a Whip My Hair song, right?
Yeah, she did.
Come on, man. That was how many years ago? That was like
I'm
10
s-
years ago.
Probably the last song I heard by her.
That's
was
probably the
last
only song she had.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I think it was only a single deal or
Yeah.
something like that. So
That's crazy. But they signed to like Rock Nation, or some
Nation.
shit behind that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncle Jay and them.
Off
but-
the strength of the name, probably.
All right. Back to Jordan, right? So Jordan and Tristan.
Mhm.
Jordan is opposed.
Why is this woman like relevant though? Like, what is her claim to fame? Is she somebody's? I know you
Her-
said she's part of the Smith
her
crew.
and one of them is best
Yeah.
friends, right? One of
her and that's what I was about to say. Kylie. No, what is that? Is
One of them
is
damn
Travis's
Kardashians.
Yeah,
baby mother Kylie?
the billionaire.
Yeah. So Kylie and her are best friends,
Okay,
right? So now
That's why she's relevant.
Yeah.
okay.
guess.
I didn't know that.
And she slept with her best friend's sisters, whatever.
They
'Cause
still
they
best
not
friends?
married.
Nah, they ain't married. Baby father.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had an event.
Are they still friends?
Wait a minute. Why does this even matter in this family? Didn't Tiger run through a couple of them
Exactly.
Jones or something like that? Like, I don't understand.
I wouldn't put
they
it
make their
past
own
the
rules.
mom to have like orchestrated the whole thing as a storyline because
Why not?
there's always some crazy drama, always, with that group.
That wouldn't be.
And that woman is like a marketing genius.
She is. I respect her, man.
Yeah,
She's figured it
that's
out.
a hustle.
That's
that's
somebody
a-
that don't mind pimping out their kids.
No.
And that's exactly what I was about to say. Like, yo,
100% not.
if you want to see that this is a reality, look at the Kardashians. That's exactly what's her name?
Kris.
Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she does, man. Insane.
Mhm.
Insane.
She manipulated. I mean, yeah, that's a manipulator, right?
Yeah.
I would think so. I don't really want to spend too much. I really don't know enough about their story in order to
Me
talk
neither.
more. I wish I had more information.
Tristan's
winning.
old teammate last night broke a record.
Look at that. Look at your Kev with the segue.
Yeah, man.
Yo, you guys are really good, man. Nice little 1-2
Guys are
combination right here.
Throw it
man.
up.
Bro. Yeah, all right. He did. What did he do, Kevin?
He broke Michael Jordan's scoring record, right? He's 4th all time.
Yeah.
Who's first?
Kareem,
Okay.
the GOAT, the real GOAT.
Ah, here we
The-
go.
I-
Yeah, run down the list there. Who's 2nd or 3rd?
yeah, Carl and then Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then LeBron. And then Michael.
All right.
Yeah.
Kobe played how many seasons?
20.
How many Michael play?
It's hard.
13.
What do you mean it's hard? Because he went
it's like,
away and came back?
It's like 13.
Yeah, I mean, it was split up between.
It's split up,
what,
yeah. He had
13
2 breaks.
Oh, yeah, he had a baseball break?
He had a baseball break for 2 years, and then he retired again, and then he came back for like another season and a half or 2 or something like that with the Wizards after 3 years of being out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
So it was
Yeah.
like maybe 20-year span. He played 13 or something like that.
Something
Jordan?
like that, yeah. He came in 84.
Right.
He came in 84. He left in, 2000? 2000 was the last year, I want to say. But he had a total of 5-year breaks in between.
Mike left because he was done, or Mike left just because?
No, he was done when he left. The last time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like he was
Wizards.
done.
Well, with the Wizards, yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
yeah.
He only came back because they was.
Sell tickets.
They trying to sell tickets.
Yeah, sell
yeah.
tickets. I mean, and he was averaging 20 out there still.
He was.
So
Yeah.
Well, he
I remember
probably
he
took
was
like
busting
100
Rip
shots a
Hamilton
game, too.
ass in practice.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, they used to talk about
Nah,
that
he
a lot.
wasn't like gunning all crazy. I mean, shit,
Well-
that jump shot was wet.
Yeah, the jumper, that fadeaway is always gonna be good.
That thing
he
was
gave him
wet.
like 48 or 50 one night.
Yeah,
And-
he did get him.
like
Yeah,
he gave him like something real crazy. I'm like, okay,
I mean, Mike was still Mike.
but
They did the comparison to the numbers too. Like if you on Pardon the Interruption, I know they was talking about
the
it.
points per game, yeah, I saw that.
Not only that, but they was just saying. I mean, if LeBron came in and if Mike came in at 18 and didn't take
and
no
didn't
breaks,
take no college, and didn't take any breaks.
think about how he could have
He
probably
would have broke Kareem's. He'd have crushed
Yeah.
Kareem's record easily.
You can't come in at 18 no more, right?
Nah,
You
gotta
but that's
be
going.
19.
Going to change.
They gonna try
Yeah.
to change that again.
yeah, they gonna change that back for Zion. They gonna change that shit. But
You think he's gonna play? They play UNC again next week.
then he's not gonna play this
I
weekend.
don't think he's playing no
No,
more.
not this weekend. I'm saying when they play UNC.
They play this weekend. Yes,
Is it this weekend?
yes.
You
Because the
don't-
tournament starts next.
He's
weekend.
not gonna play.
Nah, he's not gonna play this weekend.
What?
He'll play next weekend in the tournament. I think is what Coach K said,
Okay.
which I don't agree with. I think he should play this
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah,
It's in UNC too, right?
it is. No, yes,
Yeah,
it is
just
in
do
UNC.
it last
Yes,
time.
yeah, because last time they beat him in Cameron. I think he should play because he needs a warm up game.
For
like,
sure.
next week you playing
They
possibly
almost
three
lost
games
to
back
Wake
to back
Forest
to back.
the other night. You saw that?
Yeah, they beat him by
shot
one.
bricked out.
They- Very good. Look at you getting caught up on your college.
Man, I was
Somebody's getting
watching
ready
it.
for the 22nd.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm ready to go watch some basketball. But the LeBron thing last night, you saw 2 Chainz on the sideline.
I saw 2 Chainz.
Gave him a chain.
What I wanted to say was, Kev keeps interrupting
I
me.
do.
I can't get anything in edgewise.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Thank you, Kanye. No, what I wanted to say was, like, why are you comparing this to winning the title? That's why I don't like LeBron. This is my problem with LeBron. I was saying this in pre-production. Like,
He's out for himself.
I'm so ready for him to get the hell out of L.A. Like, it's so clear
They're
that
not
why you came
shipping
here
him
for.
out of
Yeah, it's
LA,
over.
man.
He retiring.
He's-
After,
yeah, he's not going
to another
nowhere.
team.
No, he's not going anywhere. But I'm like, yo, I want these 3 years to be over with. Like, yo, just
okay.
get through this shit and let's get some high draft picks and get somebody who's here in their prime. He's honestly not here to win anything. He thinks he became the GOAT when he came back from 3-1 down to the Warriors. That only won you your
Nah, I
third
think
championship.
I think he looks at it as a failure if he doesn't win a chip here.
No, I don't. He's not even focused on basketball. He doesn't
I
even
mean,
play
listen,
hard.
man,
This
they
in
just
the
ain't
NLL.
doing it.
What do you mean they
I
not
think
doing it?
It's like, put it like this: for the last 16 years, he's been on at least some type of run to the playoffs. This is already you're not going.
It's his fault they're not making a run. In the past 16 years, he's never missed 18 consecutive games either.
He had a growing injury or something like that.
Allegedly.
I don't look, man.
He had the EP to the Chainz album, man.
And then he had to do the shop. And then he had to
Oh, I
promote
didn't
Small
watch that yet.
Foot.
Did you
I didn't
watch it?
watch it either. No,
I watched it. It
saw
was
clips
solid.
of it.
I
I,
heard
Very
saw
Meek
solid.
had some gems on there.
I can't stand watching Antonio Brown, bitch ass.
Shave your damn eyebrow, bro.
I just don't like his walrus mustache.
Yeah, I mean,
That
with
joint
that
throws me off.
blonde, I don't know. It is weird, but they They was talking some real stuff.
They
AD
were.
was
I seen
on
some
there.
clips. Yeah, I seen some clips. They were talking some real stuff. I'm
gonna
gonna check
watch
it out
this weekend.
Yeah, I might watch it this weekend. But yeah, man, like he's not here for that. When you make statements like becoming fourth, you're not even number one.
Yeah,
That's what PTI was. I was tripping off of that today. They was like, yo, Tony is my man. I love Tony Kornheiser. He's the funniest dude. Like if I could kick back with an old white guy, that would be the old white guy I want to kick back with.
I mean, I get it though. Like Mike
no, I
Wilbon
don't
was saying.
get it.
Yeah,
I
Nah,
don't
that's-
get it.
You idolize.
you're not
this
even
guy.
standing on the podium at fourth.
You're not.
Nah.
Right?
Right.
You're not.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, like, you've already, like, if you were comparing yourself just to Michael Jordan, in my opinion, you already, like, you're the better player. Like, let's just say that statistically, you are the better player. Not because you're better, but just because you're physically bigger, stronger, and faster than he was. Like,
It's a different game now too. Like,
it's a different
they
game.
They didn't put as many points up per game back then.
In some of the years Mike played, they were averaging some because the numbers they're putting up now is reminiscent of the '80s a little bit. They were
Some
putting
of
up
these
a lot
games
of
are like
points.
130,
Yeah,
140
But they
points.
was doing that. Like some of these records that they're breaking is from like the time when Mike first got into the league, when he was averaging 36, 37 a game or some shit crazy like that. But all I'm saying is this: you're better than Mike physically. You average more rebounds. You're more important to your team. You're not better than Mike, but you're just a better physical presence than Mike.
Right.
Mhm.
You're the Shaq of guards. I'll give you,
Yeah.
or of perimeter plays. I'm not because he's not a guard, but you're the Shaq of perimeter plays. No one's ever touching you. You average more rebounds. You got more assists. You score more points now. Technically, okay, cool. But that doesn't make you even the greatest player of all time. Like you want to shoot for some, shoot for Kareem. If that's what you really gunning for,
How far away
you're a
is he?
historian. He like what 6,000 points or something
Oh, wow.
crazy. Hey,
Yeah,
he's
it's
not
going-
gonna.
He's
He's
touching that.
never catching. He'd take him 200. Of his average of 27 points a game of his career, it would take him 241 games more.
So that's like 3 more seasons.
No,
4.
close.
That's like 80 games, right?
80 games a season.
Something like that.
2.
82.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. 4.
320.
You're right.
He's not
you're
playing
right.
every
Yeah, he's
game,
not
though,
playing
so-
You're right. He's not playing every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah, including playoffs. Yes,
Mm.
you're right.
Okay.
So
And
far about
as
3
he
seasons.
gets older too.
Yeah,
That's-
and
yeah,
he's
that's
getting
what I mean.
older and he's less relevant. Yeah, and he's already not playing defense. Like I
He
saw
could do it,
Kuzma push him to a defensive responsibility. Before he
shit.
got hurt in the Clipper game. I'm like, yo, he just irritates me. I'm like, yo, you would come to my team and piss me off after all we've been through. You would come to my team and then not even
So
decide you want to fucking
What do you
play.
think happens this offseason in LA?
They gonna try
They
to
gonna
make
try
a
to
run
blow
for
it up.
AD? No,
Yep.
they're not gonna blow
They're
it
not.
up.
They are gonna
No,
try
I
to blow
think
it up to
I
get
think
AD.
they'll blow it up.
No, they're
yeah.
gonna try to blow it up to get a big free agent. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. But
But is that gonna work?
I don't know. LeBron needs to. I don't like LeBron in LA because he's not coachable. And if you're not coachable, then like, why are we here? What are we doing? Why are we playing?
This team isn't as good as the Cavs team.
It's
that
better
he
than
had.
the Cavs.
That's what I don't understand. Like
It's
the
better-
Cavs team that he had was like me, you, and Mike with LeBron.
But you gotta have chemistry, Kev. Like,
Not
you
for
gotta
nothing though.
all
They was
have chem-
always they was also in the East.
True. That's another.
So
point.
now you in the West and
little harder.
it's harder.
And he thinks he can just cakewalk to everything. I'm like, no. Like these guys are looking to beat you. Everybody's looking to beat you.
yeah,
The Kings are looking to beat the brakes off of you, LeBron. Just in case you didn't know, the Clippers, anybody who's bad is looking to beat him. Like even,
It's like what
even the Pelicans
Steph
did.
said though. Steph was like, "Yo, they get everybody's best shot."
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it makes it a little bit more challenging. Same thing for LeBron.
Well, the Warriors don't look good right now either.
I don't think they really try. I don't want to say that like that. Like I don't think they really trying. I think they understand that we just got to be healthy and
I get that
get
part,
to the playoffs.
but I also think that some teams are starting to match up better with them, and I think Boogie is not as dominant as they thought
As
he
they
was
thought
going
he was
to be.
gonna be.
He's a bit of a liability defensively. They talking about he cannot defend a pick and roll to save his life.
Right.
yo,
And
why
boys just
wouldn't
keep running into
KD
that.
go there?
Go where?
K-
where?
to LA.
Kevin
I
Durant,
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
because he said that no one wants to play with LeBron.
He said it was taken out of context.
No, he said no. What did you see the interview? No, that wasn't taken
LeBron
out
said
of-
when he talked to KD, KD said,
Of course, KD said that when he got checked because he's a pussy. KD said nobody wants to play with LeBron because the media circus because it draws too much attention, and that's just because KD is soft. KD doesn't like attention. KD didn't like playing with Russ maybe because Russ draws a lot of attention. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm off the KD. KD's out of there though. He's not staying with the Warriors. He's leaving. You can see that.
Where's he going?
I don't know where he's going, but he's definitely out of there. He's out of there. Kyrie's out of there. He's not staying in Boston.
Kyrie go back to LA?
I wouldn't mind.
Or not go back. Go to LA.
I wouldn't be mad at Kyrie in LA. I wouldn't be mad at Kyrie in LA. Yeah, that'd be a nice little 1-2 punch.
What do the Lakers got to do to make? They got to win what? How many more games?
They're not making the playoffs.
But they could statistically.
No, they have a 1% chance. No, I'm not making the playoffs.
You figure out who has to lose,
you know
and
exactly. Yeah. They need to win every game and still have everybody.
So
lose.
if you're LeBron, why would you not just sit out the rest of the season?
Because you done already set out a third of the season. Like,
but
why?
What's the point of playing? You ain't making the playoffs.
Play, goddamn it! Yeah, I mean, because we got season ticket holders and we pay.
Exactly.
They don't get. They already bought the tickets. They don't care about them.
What the fuck? Kind of ridiculous.
No,
They
the league.
should.
Remember, the league tried to get away from doing that because remember when they used to sit players.
Yeah, like
just
Saturday
arrest them?
night. I remember last year the Warriors sat. I think it was Steph and somebody else on Saturday night. It was like the primetime game.
Well,
and
they got
NBA
in trouble
stepped
for that
yeah.
though. Yeah, they got a lot of trouble for that. They don't encourage that anymore. That's not encouraged. It happens. To your point, it does happen. You got teams taking. They not playing Anthony Davis in the fourth quarter. Like
he don't want to play there anyway.
But I'm just saying, like if you
got
trying
him
to
on
win,
your roster.
Yeah,
you got to play him.
You got to play him. He healthy.
And he wants to play.
He wants to play. Yeah, like don't just sit him just because you're trying to tank and get Zion.
One thing he did say on the shop is that he was like, I guess they was asked him how does it feel to be booed and stuff like that. And he was like, it is what it is. I thought I did for the city. Of course, he felt a certain way for the past 7 years. But then he's like, it's one thing when they booing him, and then, then when they take him out the game, they start booing like, we need him in. Like, put him in. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, but, yeah, man,
It's all good. It's all good.
I know we don't really talk NFL, but this will be some moves tomorrow.
Is it? Is that the first? Is that the first day of the new NFL season?
Antonio Brown's supposed to get dealt tomorrow. Odell Beckham's going to
what
the
did
Browns.
they want for him though?
Odell Beckham ain't going to the Browns.
You want to bet?
He's not going.
I bet you he ends up in Cleveland. Cleveland's gonna have a mob this year.
Nah, I don't think so.
What did they want for
He don't want to play there.
Antonio?
He doesn't even want to play in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
And
Pittsburgh said they're trading him.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh said they'll trade him, but what did they say they want for him though? They said you
I
got to
don't really
Probably a
Okay.
first-round pick.
possibly, but still.
What's Ben got? A year left?
I don't think I know. I'm not giving up a first round pick for Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's like 30 years old.
Yo,
Maybe
I
a
could
second
see
or a third.
Buffalo or the Jets.
A late
One of
second,
those
maybe a
teams
third.
giving up a pick for Ed Brown.
Nah, I think you're gonna have people looking to get this Josh Rosen kid from Arizona because I think Arizona's gonna end up going with Kyler Murray, and as the first pick. That's the big news you want to see.
See,
Teams
Le'Veon
need
Bell
quarterbacks.
going to the Birds, maybe.
I've heard that.
They
I've
cleared up
been
a
there that.
lot of cap space the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they restructured Lane Johnson's contract.
Okay.
They restructured a couple people.
Got your man Nicky Foles up out of here.
He's going to Jacksonville. That's terrible. I feel bad for
It's
him.
gonna be funny when y'all don't make the playoffs this year.
You said that last year.
or when Wentz goes
Well, I didn't
down.
know when Nick Foles. I didn't know y'all was
Yeah.
going. Nick Foles is
Yeah.
still gonna be playing.
Yo, this is make or break year for him.
What
man.
happens if he goes down again?
That's what I
wins?
want to know.
Who's the backup?
And nobody, man. They're gonna draft. They're gonna draft somebody in the fourth round.
Yeah, that season's a wrap then. Yeah, I don't know.
Man. They putting all their cards on Carson Wentz, man.
Mhm. You got to. What are you gonna do?
You should. He was the first round pick, wasn't he?
I mean, I'm
They're
just
paying him a
saying,
crazy
man.
salary.
Did
too.
he win you any playoff games or a Super Bowl?
Nah, he didn't. He won 13
I mean, this
games
guy,
that year, though.
this guy, Nick Foles, was a Alshon Jeffries drop
Legend.
away from going back
You
to
right.
the
You
shoot.
would've been
NFC
in the
Championship
bowl.
again.
They
You
got
know
a
what I mean?
statue
Like,
of him outside the stadium.
That's crazy.
You gotta
Y'all
feel
let
some
him
type
go.
of way if you're Carson Wentz. You gotta feel some type of way.
You
about
had
that.
one. Well, I mean, you got to feel some type of way if you Nick
You gotta
Foles.
earn
If you
it.
had one of the statistically best seasons ever as an Eagles quarterback,
Yeah.
you came back, you won them a Super Bowl. You came back, you won them a playoff game. I mean, like, what
Yeah.
more do you want from me?
The way they the press conference too for how they like let him go, they made it seem like they were doing the right thing. Like
They were doing him a favor.
yeah, like we want
Yeah.
Nick to be able to lead a team. No, you don't
Yeah,
want to pay him.
We're not gonna franchise
Yeah,
him
right.
again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's like,
Nick
all right,
don't give
man.
a shit. Nick
Nah.
can take that money and sit right on
He
the
don't
bench.
even, if Nick, what? 2 more years? I don't even think he cares to play football that much. He just wants the big check. And
He's
then
a
out.
legend in Philly.
He is.
I
If
would
I'm
just
him,
stay
wherever
here.
I go, I'm moving
I'm moving
back.
right
I'm
back
moving
here.
right
I'm
back.
fucking legend
why not?
here. You
I'm
know
not
what I mean?
paying for anything
for the rest of
ever.
my life. My kids are being taken
Mhm.
care of. Like, we're good
Yeah.
here. That's so funny. Oh, boy. Anything for the playlist, gents?
Yeah, we got the you guys got. Remember what the playlist was about this week?
Of course.
What was it?
We
Segment.
introed it on the music. It's the Ghostface playlist.
Hey.
Ghostface got some hits, man.
Hey.
A crazy catalog. He probably has 15 albums.
Nah. 15, you think?
Yeah, I was looking at him today. I'll scroll through real quick.
I'll
and
put his
count 'em.
catalog against some of the great stuff.
I definitely would.
I mean, like, seriously, not for nothing. Like, Ghost's catalog is official. Like, I went through and I just found 4 joints that 4 albums, not even songs, just 4 albums. I'm like, damn, I gotta download this. I gotta download that. I've been banging them all week.
Y'all want to go? Let me start off because y'all probably went
This guy.
deep. Y'all probably
Yo,
went deep.
I just counted. I'm already up to 15.
15
God
songs.
dang.
Or
15
albums?
albums. And there's more. But some of them are like the Lost Tapes, the Brown Tape,
Right.
36 Seasons,
Yeah.
Apollo Kids, Woo Massacre.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
counting all those.
But what you got, Mike?
All right.
Oh, hold on real quick. So this is the
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Ghostface
you gonna even
playlist.
intro the playlist,
Yeah, this
sir?
is the Commission Podcast playlist. It's available exclusively on Spotify. This is the Ghostface edition. That's what we're going to call it.
Playlist number?
7. Season
You sure
3
about
playlist
that?
number. I'm not. So we're going to go out on a limb. I'm going to tell you
He
it's the
sounded confident as
It
hell, though,
sounded
so we'll
seven.
rock
I
out
thought
with it.
7
It's
was
the
like last week or 2
Ghostface
weeks ago.
playlist.
I was willing to rock out with him.
No, I have to call him out because he be trying calling me out on the episodes in the beginning.
No, because I don't know what they are to be. I forget.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep it more commercial, I guess, because y'all probably gonna dive in. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell no albums or nothing like that. I ain't got time for that. We gonna do Ghostface and Mos Def, Miss Fat Booty 2.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Man, Ghostface featuring Carl Thomas, Never Be the Same Again.
That was a joint.
Was
Yeah, they had a video for that, I think, too.
Ghostface featuring Jada, Run.
Ah, that was my joint, man.
Oh, good. I like that song too.
Jada's verse is crazy. On
Not
that,
for
man.
nothing. On the original version,
Somebody else is on it.
dude from Baltimore named Gravy, if I'm not no,
Nah,
not
it wasn't Gravy.
What's his name? What's the fuck is his name? Shit. I used to know him too, man. 'Cause
Yeah?
He used to be on 106. I ain't know him. No.
Yeah.
He used to be on 106 in Park. He's a 106 in Park battle rapper.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But his verse was
His
not
verse
the
was
kid.
banging.
That dude's verse was
yeah,
crazy
his verse
too.
was crazy too.
And then my last one is gonna be 4 and I'm out. Featuring Neo, Back Like That.
Okay.
Okay.
They actually had a remix,
Mike
too.
did.
Yeah, you should put the
I did
remix
it.
on there.
Yeah.
Do the remix instead.
Well, your boy-
well, why not?
your boy
We'll do
Yeezy
5.
on there.
We'll do 5 then. Throw the remix on there
Yeah,
too, Gav.
Just put the remix on
All
there.
right,
We
we'll
got
do the remix
original.
joint.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
All
I
right,
was just
cool.
listening to the remix earlier today.
Yeah. That's when Kanye was
Sidebar.
Kanye.
He was like, "Yo, I just came back from Tokyo." Sidebar. And he put on a little Ghostface verse. That thing was fly.
Yo, all right. I'm out, Greg.
Okay. Oh, because Kev always goes last. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with Cadme. Off the Iron Man album, Ghostface featuring Raekwon, Capadonna. Then let's take it to Supreme Clientele, Ghostdini.
That was on Supreme Clientele.
It was. Ghostface featuring Superb. Then we're going to go to the Ghostdini album and go with Do Over. Ghostface featuring Raheem
Radio
Devon.
I couldn't find
That's
that out.
crazy.
Yeah, man.
There was another joint on there that was.
While we're on the Ghostdini album, we're going to go Guest House.
Yep, that was it.
Ghostface featuring Fabulous.
I remember that.
And then lastly, and I don't recall the album that this was on, I think, but this was a remix, and you'll know this from the Fade to Black movie, Beyonce featuring Ghostface, Sunshine.
Damn. Okay.
Ghostdini album.
Yeah,
Wizard of
Wizard of
Poetry,
Poetry,
I got
bro.
you. At
Yeah,
first I
yeah.
couldn't find
That's
it.
that's what I call the R&B Ghostface album. Like,
Yeah.
because every one of those had like an R&B guest appearance. It
Okay.
was a banger.
All right. So I'm gonna go off the I think it's the Fish Scale album.
I like that album.
Ghostface, produced by Just Blaze, the Champ.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Nice.
And then
selection.
I'm the Pretty Tony album. This is my favorite.
Ah,
this is
the
my
Pretty
favorite
Tony
Ghostface
album.
man. The joint Holla.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And Be This Way off that album.
Okay. All right.
And then my last one will be off Supreme Clientele. It's the commercial joint, but One.
You went one.
I did.
You ain't go Shay Shay Lagos.
Tommy, my
Yeah.
That joint was a
Come
banger.
on,
we put
man.
that on there too.
Yeah. I thought you was gonna. I thought one of y'all was gonna give me that. That's the only reason why I didn't put it on here.
That joint was hot.
That joint was crazy. Remember the video
Yeah.
when they was all laid
Yeah.
out in the lobby, like an after party or some shit?
Yo, the Pretty Tony album though had like covered besides for the Missy joint, which I thought was trash on
Yeah.
there, Tush or whatever it was called. That album was crazy.
Yeah, Pretty Tony album was good.
Oh man.
I wish we could put a skits on there because I have an
Yo, he's
honorable
got
mention
some
skit.
good skits. We can put them on there. throw it
Honorable-
up.
I got an honorable mention skit. This is actually from the Supreme Clientele album. Oh man, me and my homies, we used to the Woodrow the Basshead skit. We used to recite all the time. Matter of fact, as soon as I downloaded this album, I had to send it to my homies group chat. Like yo, you gotta remember this. It's like,
I got a skit.
what's up?
Keisha's House.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Keisha's house. Yeah.
Yo, we
Pretty
should do
Tony,
that.
right?
We should do a skit.
skit?
Yo, yeah.
Yo,
that would be
it's
dope.
gonna be mad Red Man joints on there for me, bruh. If you doing skits,
The Locks has some good skits.
the Locks
too.
has some good ones. X has X got some good ones.
Yeah,
DMX got
I'm
some
trying to
good
think
skits.
who else has some bad skits.
Damn, yo, we did a
Big
whole.
has some
We
good
couldn't
skits.
do no. Yeah, Big has some good ones. We can do a playlist of skits. That wouldn't even sound right.
It would just
That
be
dude
fun.
be
It sound like
yeah,
the
it's not. There's no
Salon
song. Yo,
That'd be no
Sound-
music.
Shout out to Solange.
Yo, that's fucked
Yo.
up, man.
I didn't care for the Solange album. Maybe
Damn,
it might have to grow on me,
Solange.
but
Nah, I'm not sitting with that one.
oh yeah. Before we get out of here, did you see the James Harden video of the Meek track he's playing? Meek has a whole diss song about Nicki Minaj.
For real?
Yeah.
Was that on his IG live
Uh-huh.
or something like that? I didn't know what he was. I didn't know what song that was.
It's not out. It's he sent it to James Harden, I guess, to
Oh,
listen to him. He played it on his IG, but he got a whole track dissing her.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's only right.
Talking about how bad the box is. Does she be trying to make it sound like?
Nah,
all
it
that?
sounded like he was like upset a little bit.
I mean, she been
He
taking.
was trying to be. Are you supposed to be my Beyonce and now you his fiance? He was like,
She
I don't know.
engaged now?
Apparently.
that boy. She been flaunting around on her
I
pages.
thought
and
they
stuff,
said the
man.
boy was.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Mm.
I don't. That's crazy. Oh, that's clown shit. That's what he says on that one. Okay.
That's clown shit.
I didn't mean for you to press it. But
Sorry,
okay.
man.
It's okay.
Both.
We got any shouts before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Mike coming through with no holes in his socks here.
Hold that.
Getting real comfortable in the crib all of a sudden, man. I don't know where this is coming from. It's like I'm just
He
joking.
said he real comfortable.
No, so shout out to everybody else, man. Shout out to the viewers, shout out to the listeners and the whole 9 yards, man.
Yeah, everybody that picked us up on Podbean. That,
Yeah, we got a lot.
I was looking at the following list, man.
growing.
Nice.
They still got us in the featured section. We not like when you open the app, we ain't there. You got to click on featured, but we in there still.
See, I said that. Is that because we already?
Yeah, they gave us our week.
They gave us our week. All right,
Mhm.
well, we'll take it.
They got a new group in there.
Boo. That's all good, y'all. Y'all gonna make us number one again, right?
I inquired about the
The banner.
The banner
banner,
thing, right?
yeah.
How much is that?
They
They a couple dollars,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Cut the check. That's what they
we
told
good.
me.
All right.
Mm.
Get some advertisers. All right.
Yeah. But all
Who-
right, man.
What you got, Kev?
Yeah, I ain't got no shout outs this
All
week,
right.
man. Shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to you guys.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to the NCAA tournament. I don't know why I don't watch college basketball. Then March
Yeah,
Madness
I'm-
rolls around.
I'm
and
like, I've
hyped
never
for it.
heard him talk
Talk
about
about
a
it.
game
Now
all
it's
year
understood.
long, and all of a sudden he's like, "Yo, make sure you take off the 22nd, man. We going out and watch the game." I'm like, what
I'm
the
hyped
hell?
for that. hmm
I'm
Where
off
are
the
we even
22nd.
going? Like, we don't even
Nah, no,
know.
we figure something out.
We'll figure
All
something out.
right.
It's all good. I'm down though, man. I'm looking forward to it, man.
You see any good movies this week?
I'm watching Captain Marvel on Sunday.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
the girl, the blonde hair chick.
You don't follow Marvel, so just
Nah.
leave it alone. It's okay. Yeah, yes, it is the blonde hair chick.
Is that
Yeah,
like a
it's the
made
blonde-
up character, or is this a real
Nah,
character?
she's a real character.
Okay.
Yeah, she helps save the universe. That's why they're introducing her now to prep her
Okay.
for Avengers Endgame next month.
Oh, yo, that HBO serial show starts this Sunday. What's today's date? What's today?
Today is the 7th.
It starts on the 10th, so yeah, it starts on Sunday.
Okay.
It's a 4-part series. It looked really good.
No, right.
You have to check that out.
Trying to think. Has I been watching anything else? I seen A Star Is Born. I know I'm late, but
Yo, my
solid.
people just told me today I should go watch that.
Well,
I heard it was
solid.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the song either with her or with Bradley and
They probably won a Grammy.
I mean
for
they
that.
running through the whole song.
Yeah.
I mean through the whole movie, so
Wow.
it's solid.
Okay. Worth a listen.
You ain't
I
seen
wanted
that,
to see
Mike?
the Bill Street joint on the Friday.
I seen Bill Street. Bill
Was
Street
that
was
good?
pretty good.
Isn't that
Alright, we'll check
Regina
that out.
Hall?
Yeah.
Mm.
She won
King.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
She won a
She won
Oscar
the
on that.
Oscar for that one. Yeah, I didn't even know.
She
what
win
it
an
was
Oscar
about.
like every year. I feel like.
Nah, do you think so? Her?
I think she got she got to have a couple because I feel like she won one
Nah,
last year.
Nah, don't give that to me. Black people too many Oscars.
Stop.
Like you
That's
make it seem like it's one is every year. I'm like, nah. I think we've missed a couple years. Yeah, a couple.
All right. God
Yeah,
damn.
all right.
We gotta end on that. Get out of here.
Check us out.
The commission.